One of the stories we're covering is that every member of the House, as we know, faces re-election in 2014, and Republicans are setting their sights on a voting bloc where they still face a pretty big struggle: women. But reaching out also means learning from some embarrassing episodes. So Nancy Cordes is here with us. Nancy, so what are the Republicans doing?
Well, Nora and Charlie, Republicans know they need to make up some serious ground with women. They're very frank about that. Women make up 54% of the electorate. In CBS News polls, they routinely approve of Democrats over Republicans by about a 10-point margin. And so all this fall, the GOP has been retooling its message. It's recruiting and putting more women out front.
We've had more time to dissect this deal.
There are just 19 Republican women in the House of Representatives, but GOP leaders keep them busy. 3 hold party leadership positions, and House Speaker John Boehner rarely holds a news conference without a few female members standing right behind him. This Saturday, Renee Elmers of North Carolina was tapped to give the party's weekly address.
If you want to talk about a war on women, look no further than this health care law.
Missouri's Ann Wagner has been tasked with trying to close the House GOP's gender gap with Democrats, who have 3 times as many female members.
We have 19 Republican women in a conference of 232, and that is a failure, and one that must be improved.
Improving those numbers, they hope, will help with women voters who went for President Obama by 11 points in 2012 and 13 points in 2008.
From what I understand from doctors,
part of the GOP's challenge with women stems from comments by a handful of men.
If it's a legitimate rape, the female body has ways to try to shut that whole thing down.
Missouri's Todd Akin and Indiana's Richard Murdoch, for example, both made comments about rape in 2012 that doomed their campaigns and cost Republicans a shot at 2 Senate seats. This summer, Republican Senator Saxby Chambliss blamed the high incidence of sexual assaults in the military on, quote, hormone levels created by nature. House Speaker John Boehner was frank about the damage done.
You know, some of our members just aren't as sensitive as they ought to be.
Do you think they're making progress on that front?
I do.
To prevent such gaffes in 2014, GOP officials are holding role-playing sessions with male Republican candidates, training them on how to talk more carefully about social issues. But even that move gave opponents and comedians new fodder.
And it only makes sense that one of our 2 major political parties would need lessons on how to talk to the majority of the human race.
Why do you think that your party struggles with this more than the Democratic Party does? I think everyone struggles with messaging and how to reach out. You know, oftentimes we're, a party that talks in statistics and graphs and pie charts instead of putting a human face on it.
She and other Republicans told me one thing they don't think that they need to do is change their platform, their policies. Instead, they say they want to look for ways to make their existing platform more relatable and more appealing to female voters.
All right. We want you to get inside one of those sensitivity training sessions.
Wouldn't that be fascinating?
Yes. All right. Nancy, good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Good to see you guys, too.